What's up, everyone? Tryanus here, and don't actually mind the area going around behind me. I just got out of work. I just got hired recently, and I am now a Safeway produce clerk, at the grocery store, and I just got off training. So now I'm on my way home. Oh joy. As you guys can see, it is pretty shitty outside today, but what can you do? Couple things I wanted to go over since I'm walking home. First thing is with this whole SOPA and PIPA bullshit going on. I know on one of my videos I went over how to download the torrent file, but unfortunately, with the SOPA bill being passed, or in the process of being passed, the government has shut down megaupload.com, which is probably one of the biggest file sharing websites that exist this day, in this day. And I'm not sure if any of the other file torrent, sharing websites has been taken down. So I'm gonna look into that at the time. Probably while y'all are watching this, I'll be looking into it, and I'll post a new video if it's the case. But as of now, for those of you who never got around to downloading the Wrath of the Lich King torrent download. Sorry, I'm trying to watch. As you guys can see, there's icy and shit, but I'm gonna, to those of you who never got around to downloading the Wrath of the Lich King file torrent to play on some of the private servers that I was planning on going over, I do apologize for the inconvenience, but I am gonna look into it, see if I can find something else. Damn government fucks shit up for us, that's for damn sure. But the good news is that for those of you who play retail, there is a way to actually downgrade your game, like downgrade the patch. So for those of you who have Cataclysm and still want to play some of the Wrath of the Lich King private servers and don't really play retail anymore, let me know and I'll find out that process for you guys to download the patch program shit or whatever to go ahead and downgrade the patch to 3.3.5. I still gotta look into it. I gotta remember which private server it was, but I will definitely figure it out for you guys. Another thing I want to go over is with this whole SOPA shit going on and people not being able to download content or download the private server content, it's gonna make a couple of my, a little bit of my future content a little more difficult to deal with due to the fact that I actually was hoping to get some, dual commentaries going, whether it was Arena or Battlegrounds or even leveling. I talked to this one guy who wanted to do, maybe a leveling series on Molten WoW on that private server, leveling 2 characters, who knows what. But unfortunately, with this damn SOAP Act, a lot of people aren't going to be able to download the server if they want to do that with me. So, like I said, we're going to have to try and find a way to work around this. Good news is for those of you who have been my subscribers since I started, y'all know about my WowDark Cataclysm PvP server where I started my PvP versus PvE, and I think at this rate I might continue on doing that. It is Cataclysm and it does not require any sort of file sharing to be downloaded. All it does is all you need to do is change your realm list to set realm list, set space realm list space logon.wowdark.com. And with that, you need to download their launcher, which is actually, it's not too bad. It's pretty, simple to download on the website. I think I was really thinking about doing that for the simple reason that it'd give me something to do. I still play it. Haven't made any videos on it, but I still play it. And I really think it's worth it. Yes, it is a private server, so there are a lot of bugs, but it is worth it. Okay, there aren't as many bugs as people believe there to be. A couple of the bugs are fire mages. the impact proc, where, you know, every time you get, you know, a couple of kills with your fire skills, it'll reset the cooldown of impact, or a fire blast, and it'll allow you to use it, and it'll stun them for 2 seconds. It does work, but it doesn't constantly reset. It'll reset it once, but then it like restarts with a fire blast cooldown. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then the other thing is the hot streak talent, where it allows you, every time you get 2 critical strikes with a non-periodic fire skill, you what's it called? You get 2 critical non-periodic critical strike hits. It procs your pyroblast for it to be an instant cast. That doesn't work, and you can't cast Scorch while moving. You do make it so that it costs no mana, I believe, but you can't cast while moving it, and that was one of the few things that a lot of people liked about it, and you can't do that. So a lot of people tend to roll Frost or Arcane, but the pros, like myself, still roll Fire. So, you know, that's how shit's going. And then there are a couple of other bugs here and there, like Mastery doesn't work, so for healers that kind of sucks. It's all about crit and haste. But overall, it's a pretty decent server. I believe the maximum people I've seen online was like 250, if that, maybe, I don't know. But I really recommend checking it out for those of you who play retail and still like Cataclysm. The patch is 4.0.6, so it's not as update for those of you who are currently playing retail or recently stopped playing retail with the current patches. So there's a lot of things that are nowhere near what they are in retail at this moment. But it's still definitely worth looking into. It's called WowDark.com. No spacing, no anything. It's just www.wowdark.com. Check it out. Create an account, or I will actually link the video in the description. You know what? No, I'll link a video in an annotation to my installation for WowDark that I created a couple months back. So, you know, it's definitely worth it, you guys. I really think so. You guys might actually enjoy it. It'd give us something to do instead of just watching me do all this private server shit. Because I know a lot of people who do retail or who do WoW videos do a lot of retail shit, and you know, people enjoy that. And now that I have a job, I might actually get back into retail. I'm debating it. Not 100% sure right now. If I do, it'll either be a brand new account because I actually lost the information to my retail account, and that really fucking shit, you know, that shit fucked me up. So I might create a brand new account and, you know, maybe do a leveling series or some shit like that. And then I will also, and if I don't do that, actually, I'm just gonna wait till Mist of Pandaria comes out. A lot of people are probably gonna leave during Mist of Pandaria because people, like, you know, they don't like the fact that it's, you know, a panda or Kung Fu Panda or shit. But honestly, I think it's pretty badass. It'll give you the chance, you know, for people who enjoy the Alliance, but the character or the race that they want to be is only Horde. They can't do that. But the cool thing about this is that you are able to. You're able to be a panda, but you can either be Horde or Alliance. So that way you can still play with your friends. It's a pretty ingenious thing that I think they made. So I think that's going to pay off. Plus, you know, they're adding, you know, it's pretty interesting. It's something cool. You know, you're not these skinny things. You're this fat-ass panda. You know, imagine what the shit's going to look like with gear on it, and it's going to be pretty badass. You know, it's definitely a whole new thing. Plus, the Pandarians were in the lore. Never been too much of a big follower on that shit, but from what I've read and people complaining and shit like that, you know, it was a big thing. It's been in the lore for 10, 15 years, however long that shit's been out. So, it's still, you know, this big ass, you know, it's a big change, but I think it'll be worth it. And the only thing I don't like, unfortunately, is the talent system. I like the fact that they're adding a big variety to it, you know, giving you a big sense of customization, you know, where you're not really a tank or a healer. You can kind of be both, you know. Like, I was looking at the Feral Druid and shit, and I was going through and just creating random ass custom talent setups, and you know, it was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty cool. A couple things I wish were changed, but nothing I can do about it because I'm not on the Blizzard development team. So, with that said, I figure I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm rambling. I'm sorry if it was hard to hear me. Again, I am outside, as y'all can see. I'm outside walking home. My nose is stuffy. I'm getting cold. I hate the winter. And I'm going to leave it off here, you guys, all right? This has been Tryanus with my, I guess, first or second vlog, whichever y'all want to call it. And I will catch y'all later with whenever I make another video. Peace.